Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're hooking up the IV and playing a little like vampiric life gain. No vampires, but there's a lot of things that say that when your opponent loses life, you gain life. That's the way we need to keep things going. So suck it, enemies. Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, and in my younger years, I was the body model for Gypsy Danger from Pacific Rim, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, hosted by a CaptainSuperShock called Orzhov LifeGain. Why is it Orzhov? Because it features black and white cards, black and white. And LifeGain because it gains you a lot of life. All right, so let's really quickly take a look at the cards that are in this deck, and then we'll go out, we'll crush some hopes and dreams. All right, we got the ability to exile target creatures, the ability to is just one of them in there? Cool. We got one that will kill things that are 5 or less. Well, power and toughness. Anyways, creature kill. Life gain with the ability to potentially bring something back from the graveyard. This guy gets bigger every time you gain life. Creature kill, and planeswalker kill. This one destroys target artifact or enchantment, as well as you can use it to draw cards. This one destroys graveyards. This one destroys graveyards and gets bigger while doing it. This one draws you cards and you lose life. This one, if you draw a card, you gain even more life. And then if your opponent draws cards, they lose life. Wandering Emperor kills tapped dudes, and then puts out Samurai Babies and puts +1/+1 counters on them. Serra Paragon allows you to play permanents from your graveyard allows you to play them out of your graveyard, as long as they're 3 or less, and we got a lot of stuff that is 3 or less. Phyrexian Fleshgorger comes out as either a 3/3 or a 7/5, whatever you can afford, and it has lifelink. Kaya has 3 abilities. She costs 7, and she's probably worth it. She's got hexproof. She's got Vampire Life Gain for 3 life. That's her +2, which is fantastic. 0 is to draw 2 cards. Each opponent may scry 1. -3 is exile target creature or enchantment. It wasn't an aura. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a white spirit, 1/1 white spirit with flying, in addition to other types. So we get a nuke something, as well as have a copy of it as a flying spirit on your side. All good things. But she's 7, which means they're super expensive, and we don't have much ramp in here. We got a nice collection of lands. We got a little bit of blue with this one. I'm not sure we use it for anything. Looking around real quick, I don't think we use it at all. But it's in there. We could always use it to draw cards with the cycling ability. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to control the board of creatures with all of our creature kill. We're going to control the graveyard by just ripping that thing apart with the Scavengers and the Trespassers. We're going to gain a bunch of life, bump up Voice of the Blessed, and pull things out of our own graveyard to kill people. So let's control, keep ourselves in the game with life gain, just make things generally rough on our opponents. Before we do, let's say our prayers and talk about what's best in life. Dear Black King Toxwirl, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant my blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and hear the lamentation of the women. Playing against Ophi. Off. 1, 2, 3, not bad. Of course, we can't play almost anything. Need planes for this. This card is garbage without it. Life gain! But to lose it to a Phoenix, that was kind of dumb of me. Oh, we let it go. All right, let's see him hold up against Sheoldred, which is Nick's turn. Use Chump Blocker and Life Gainer. Guy's only got one card left in his hand. Apparently it's nothing worth using. No tax. Still no planes. This is completely useless. Alright, so life gain. I need to gain it. Phyrexian Missionary is going to help me out with that. What do I need for this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've got 6. He's shooting. Alright, so I kill that now, give it 3 life. And I could attack him for 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then he could potentially kill me. Alright, got enough for Kaya on the next turn. You have to lay down 2 spells this turn. And me not blocking, you have to have trample. Here we come. Oh, you should have gone for my face. I'm back up to 7. And we win. See you later, Offie. Victory. All right, playing against Cryman. Shattered Sanctum. Alright, we'll go for somebody's throat here in a second. If we have Voice of the Blessed, it'll just get killed. Maybe not. The most ideal thing would be Voice of the Blessed, then Wandering Emperor. And we'd be able to use this to juke things up. This doesn't really go anywhere. I guess at 7, it's not particularly great. Why didn't he go after the Voice of the Blessed? Let's go, man. Let's go. There you go, Qbert. Gain some life, maybe. Only got one card. Excellent. Pump. He's trying. 2 more takes me down to 5. That one takes me down to 2. All right, let's get rid of the Planeswalker. Let's go for the throat. Let's pump up again. All right, we're getting someplace good. We got 7. So only got 1 card. And we're attacking them for like 10 at least on the next turn. More like 11. That's it right there, baby. That's your only chance. Yeah, that bird wasn't going to do it for you. Nothing's going to do it for you. Potty pants! Potty pants! Victory! All right, playing against DarkNetFan. Keep. All right, so let's see. This is going to get us into any of this stuff on our second turn. God, mono red again. What is up with right now? Let's put Big Bud out there. He's got that hard time raging over the top of her. And you could shoot her with a lightning strike. Alright, I don't think he's got what it takes to take out a Sheoldred. Usually this kind of mono red doesn't pack things that do 5 points of damage. But I will not block. Let's put it that way. In fact that he'll gain me 2 life per turn. Yeah, he's better just hooking up as an IV. No attacks. This guy is playing something that's going to go. It goes straight. He's trying to play something that's going higher than a regular mono red. Professional Facebreaker gives you treasure. He needs the mana for some reason. That's disappointing. See, if this guy doesn't attack, it means he's a careful player. Won't sacrifice his guys on a bluff. Yeah, he won't. Alright, both those guys are dead this turn. Non-token. And I'm going to chill. I think I'm better playing defense at this point. I know I said I don't want to block. Based on this guy's behavior, if he attacks with less than what... It looks like it's going to be a direct block. As in, Sheoldred will live through it. It means he's got something in his hand. If anything else, just strings it out, which is better for me in the long run. Alright, at this point, I could actually do pretty good with this. And we win! Suck it, sucker fish! Suck it! Alright, playing against Baller's Gait. Hey, watch that. See, now this thing's got this it's constantly got that crystal hovering in front of his face. He can never read it. All right, 2. We're gonna put out Big Butt Missionary. Big Butt Missionary. Need another white mana so we can Voice of the Blessed out. Man, not blue. Okay, good. Simic. I can deal with that. Nope. Let's go gain some life. Yeah, you're pissed because there it is. The uneatable crystal. Just floating right there in front of you. Outside of your reach. Alright, come on. White mana. Oh, we gotta still haven't made it to his attack base, huh? White mana. I got 2 per turn. This should happen. He's not getting there. All in. I'm willing to bounce off you again. There you go. Watch out for that magical crystal. It's pointing right at it. It's not touching you. It's not touching you. You can't eat it. Ah! I'll just put it out again, man. All attack. You gonna drink your own milkshake up there? That's 6. What do I got there? 5. I need 7 for these guys. All right. You can't do anything about this. All right, we'll see what he does on his turn. Go for the throat's an instant. I think your Rhino Bear's a little pissed. His crystal's right there. Nice. Alright, so we'll have 6 mana here. Alright, so only 2 of them can be blocked. Can't throw out a land, it's not going to help you. No! Alright, Voice of the Blessed flying. Get a Fleshgorger out there. And the other, sure. Alright, he's down to 6. You put out another boy. I see. He's got Nisses to burn. We got flyers, and he doesn't have anything to block flyers. And we win! In your face, non-victory person. Alright, fin against Lobo. A Lobo Bobo. 1, 2, 3. Gotta hate lay down arms. Look, if I just ripped this one, we're playing. Look, you're playing a, you know, an Orzhov deck. Go get like the cut down. It's better than this thing, especially when you're playing multi. Like, see how many planes do we have? None. This thing is equal to the number of planes you control. It's like practically nothing. Sure, it goes after mana value. But it's just like the amount of planes you actually pull for this thing is nothing. This is like a big giant wet turd in your hand all the time. I'm not pleased with lay down arms. In a mono white deck full of planes, yeah, maybe. Also, it gives your opponent 3 life. Suck it, man. What a horrible, horrible hand or card this is. It exiles, that's not bad. That means I get rid of that guy forever and always. Still, I'd have to have 2 planes to be able to do it. Well, there's the second planes. I'm pointing right towards here. The giant arch is by far the most efficient way of indicating what I am going to be shooting. What are you putting out there, Smokey? Let's see what he can do against the Sheoldred. Ooh, Loran of the third path with Sheoldred is going to be excellent. Apparently I have to do it in a little while. What does this guy put out? Just a 3/3? Nothing. No value for you. I don't want to give this guy more ammunition, but he was getting lesser in his life. I might be able to shoot through it better. We're at 23, though. That's just ridiculous. There we go. Oh, he's only got 2 things in his graveyard? That's not cool. All right, we'll see what he gives up here. I mean, he only bounced it before. We could always, we have another one in our hand. Draw your card. All right, you could take out Loran at this point if you wanted to. All right, let's see, clear the board. We pretty much got this thing wrapped up. All right, he's at 1. For the full meal deal price. You do it twice more. In life. I can still do, what, 8 on the next turn? Nope, he's taking the mana. And we win! Touchdown! Lava Bears! Alright, we were playing with Orzhov LIFEGAIN. And this deck was just such a breath of fresh air. I've been playing for like 2 days now. And I haven't been playing bad. I've been playing god awful, just horrible. Anything I play with has got like a 10% chance of winning at any given time. Just ridiculous. And I've been playing stuff off of the Platinum Mythic list. I've been playing things that have like supposedly a 70% chance of winning. And they have just been getting slammed. Mono red aggro everywhere. So that's why eventually I went and started looking for life gain again. And here's this Orzhov life gain. And what has it been doing? Living. It's been keeping me alive and killing those mono red aggros. Man, this is called playing against the meta, because this deck is doing it right now. So screw you, mono red. This deck is doing it. What's also nice is if you're playing against like mono blue, you got the Sheoldred out there who's punishing them for drawing cards, and they don't like it at all. All right, so who was the MVP of this deck? The card I was most looking forward to. Well, I was looking forward to trying to get Voice of the Blessed. He's so fragile when you're early on. I got to say, I think it's Urborg Scavengers. That's the card that I was most looking forward to, mostly because of the way it rips apart people's graveyards. And I was going against some Golgari, some graveyard recursion stuff, and this was quite excellent. I love the fact that it was growing and ripping apart graveyards at the same time. Yeah, the Urborg Scavengers, I really like this. I think this is a great card for mono black decks, but because it only requires one black, I guess it doesn't even, then anything that splashes black would do good with an Urborg Scavenger. All right, so was this deck competitive? Let me take a look at my actual rating. I ended up getting an 83% win rate with this deck. Absolutely, it was competitive. And I was taking out way competitive decks. I'd say this is a ranking deck too. So, yeah, I thought this was really, really good. I'm going to say check, check, check. This is definitely a competitive deck. Was this a fun deck? Yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun. I mean, there's no red in it. That's the thing. You don't have any like you don't have red's like aggressiveness or like Urborg Forge, things that just kind of go nuts on a damage situation. No, none of that. But what is nice about it, like the other thing is like when you got Simic going on, and Simic's got a lot of like, I don't know, funky toys that kind of go with it. That's kind of fun. This deck, it's all about like vampiring. You take life from others. You give life to yourself. It's like a vampire deck without any vampires in it. So that's what I liked about this deck. It was very much about like tempo, which is just like making them lose life while you gain life. You had a lot of control over what was going on, but ultimately, you were grinding down your opponent, and they had a really hard time dealing with that. Nothing flashy, nothing showboaty, but still, it was a good, solid deck that had its purpose, and you felt confident while in the driver's wheel there. So was it fun? It wasn't a fun deck, but still, when you were playing it, you felt like you were having a good time. So I'm going to say it kind of evens out with the competitiveness. I'd say for not being as fun, but still being good to play, the competitive makes definitely evens out. Lastly, was this deck interesting? All of these cards are not new. I mean, Urborg Scavenger is probably the newest thing in there. Man, we got Voice in the Blessed. I feel like this card's been around for like 1,000 years. Whereas, yeah, look, he's from like an Innistrad set. I mean, that was like what, 1998? But it just feels like he's been here forever. And we're playing with that's what we get with Standard now. We got some pretty old cards. Voice of the Blessed should have been gone. Well, it should be. It's just in September, but yet it's sticking around. But was it interesting? Yes. You know why? The combos. The combos were really great. What am I talking about? Sheoldred and Loran of the Third Path. That was a combo. There was another one. Oh, I know. It was the Big Butt Missionary and Voice of the Blessed, plus Sheoldred and Voice of the Blessed. So, you got those combos going on. Anything with life gain, Phyrexian Fleshgorger and Voice of the Blessed. So this thing could grow from that. This guy grows from, every time he attacks or enters the battlefield. Loran causes people to draw cards including yourself, meaning you gain 2, they lose 2. Altogether, I mean, the synergy between them was fairly interesting. So I'm going to say, yeah, it was an interesting deck. It could have been better, but still, it was not just a dumb, boring deck that just you played cards and it didn't really do anything, because it did have some cool synergy between the cards. All right, so let's add that up. Was it competitive? Totally. Was it fun? Not bad. Was it interesting? It was pretty good. So I'm going to give this one, God, I almost have to give it an A+, just because of the raw competitiveness to it. I'll do it. I'm going to give it an A+, because this deck all around was a fun, interesting deck that was very competitive. I think it's a good one. I think that you should see it played more, and I think that people are missing out by not playing it. So, as I'm required to say by federal law, this deck is so choice. I would highly recommend you pick one up should you have the means. All right, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. See you next time, Space Cowboys. Later.